Sometimes life surprises us with unexpected revelations, hidden behind the simplest situations or objects. This is exactly what happened to Pietro, a young lawyer, when an ancient pen found in his father's office led him to reveal a family secret buried for years. Prepare yourself for an emotional journey that will keep you glued to the screen until the very end. Before we begin, I invite you to subscribe to the channel and activate notifications so you don't miss any of our incredible stories. Stay with us until the end, because what Pietro will discover will change everything he thought he knew about his family. Pietro, a brilliant 30-year-old lawyer, was passionately concluding one of his speeches in court. In his hands, he clutched an elegant pen, a deep blue, that he had taken from his father's office in a hurry. However, he could not imagine the effect that object would have on the judge. Judge Richard, a man known for his severity and impartiality, had been attentively following Peter's speech. But something changed when his eyes fell on the pen in the young lawyer's hands. Suddenly, the judge turned pale and, without warning, collapsed into his chair, losing consciousness. The courtroom was transformed into chaos. As paramedics rushed to assist the judge, Peter stood there, confused and scared. What had happened? Why had that pen had such a dramatic effect on Richard? Peter's curiosity grew beyond measure. Back home, Pietro decided to tell his mother, Monica, everything. During dinner, Pietro put the pen on the table and explained what had happened. Monica, seeing the object, was equally surprised and confused. "This pen was your father's, but I don't know why it caused such a reaction to the judge," she said, visibly worried. In the following days, Judge Ricardo, once he had recovered, contacted Pietro asking to meet. Pietro, eager to discover the truth, accepted immediately. When he arrived at the judge's house, the air was tense. Ricardo took the pen from Pietro's hands and began to tell a story that would change the young lawyer's life forever. "This pen belonged to someone very special to me," Ricardo began, his voice shaking. "It belonged to Clarissa, my girlfriend from many years ago. I gave her this pen with our initials engraved on it, but one day it disappeared without a trace. I have never seen it again until today." Pietro was shocked. How could a family pen end up in the hands of a judge? Ricardo continued, explaining that Clarissa had mysteriously disappeared and that he had searched for her for years without success. The only clue left was that pen, with the initials R and C intertwined, which was now in Pietro's hands. Determined to unravel the mystery, Pietro returned home and began digging through his father's old things. In an old box, he found some letters yellowed by time. They were from Clarissa, addressed to Judge Ricardo, and they spoke of a deep relationship and an event that changed everything, a baby on the way. Peter felt a shiver run down his spine. He read and reread those letters, trying to understand how they could have ended up there. When he showed the letters to his mother, Monica, she broke down in tears. "Peter, there's something you need to know," she said through sobs. "You were adopted. Clarissa was your biological mother." Peter's world fell apart. He felt betrayed, confused, but also determined to find out the truth. He decided to talk to Ricardo, the judge, who turned out to be his biological father. Together, they began to search for Clarissa, the woman they had both lost. During their investigation, they discovered that Clarissa had been kidnapped by a man named Giovanni, an ex-convict who wanted revenge on Riccardo. Giovanni had held Clarissa prisoner for years until she managed to escape. However, Clarissa's tracks had long since been lost. Pietro and Riccardo, with the help of a private investigator named Laura, followed every available lead. After months of searching, they finally found a clue. Clarissa was alive and hiding in a small mountain village. When they found her, the moment was emotional and full of tears. Clarissa, weak and tired, immediately recognized the pen and hugged Pietro and Riccardo, trying to reconstruct their lost past. This story makes us think about how little we know about our past and how a simple object can trigger such incredible events. I invite you to leave a comment below. How would you react if you discovered such a deep secret in your family? Thanks to the support and love of Pietro, Riccardo, and Monica, Clarissa began to regain her strength and to rebuild her life. The family was finally reunited, overcoming the pain and finding the strength to move forward together. Clarissa began to participate in therapies to overcome the trauma she had experienced, and over time she also resumed her lost passions, such as painting, which helped her express her emotions. If this story touched your heart, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications to be notified every time a new video comes out. Your interactions are essential to continue telling incredible stories like this. The story of Peter and his family shows us that behind every seemingly insignificant event, there can be a world of emotions and revelations. This journey teaches us that the search for truth, however painful, is a path that strengthens us and makes us more aware of our roots. Discovering who we really are and where we come from allows us to embrace our destiny with renewed inner strength. Peter's resilience and determination to uncover the secrets hidden in his past remind us that family love can overcome any adversity, bringing to light the extraordinary human capacity to heal and start over. Thank you for following this story to the end. Stay tuned for more stories that will move and inspire.